Yo, what up, people? Today's topic, we're going to be talking about the news surrounding the the Cleveland Browns and Baker Mayfield. Apparently, the Cleveland Browns are out of the running as far as recruiting Deshaun Watson. The Cleveland Browns owner basically said that they're looking for another quarterback and said, quote, "We're looking for an adult." So they were one of the teams on the page on a possibility of them landing Deshaun Watson. In my humble opinion, I just don't see Deshaun Watson landing there. Well, they're out of the running, and now as far as who's going to land Deshaun Watson, it's between New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Hawks. I get a sneaky suspicion the Atlanta Hawks are going to get Deshaun Watson. Well, what happens to the Cleveland Browns? Will they still be looking for a quarterback since they can't secure the bag as far as landing Deshaun Watson? Baker Mayfield, on the other hand, has sent several tweets and posted on social media. It's been real and it's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun, and wants a trade to be traded away from the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns are declining Baker Mayfield's offer, even though they acknowledged that they were in the running for Deshaun Watson. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people that's going to say, at first, let me just go ahead and state this for the record. Who would you rather want, Deshaun Watson or Baker Mayfield? Let me rephrase that. Who would you want to be the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns? Deshaun. The minute you say Deshaun, you would say, I would take Deshaun Watson over Baker Mayfield. I mean, any novice football fan or sports fan would recommend that choice, would co-sign to that choice. Deshaun Watson is, even with a year off, Deshaun Watson is the third, possibly the fourth best quarterback in the NFL. Yes, I would take Deshaun Watson over Baker Mayfield. Hell, Baker Mayfield would take Deshaun Watson over himself, okay? That is not the question. What is the question is, why would the Browns organization refuse a request from Baker Mayfield as far as Baker Mayfield getting up out of there and trying to get him traded someplace else? I feel like trading Baker Mayfield away from the Browns would be the best interest for the Cleveland Browns and the best interest for Baker Mayfield. I really do believe that was in a trade like that. Normally trades would benefit one side, but with a trade like that would benefit not only the organization but Baker Mayfield. I think both parties need a fresh start, obviously. Again, I would trade for Deshaun Watson. If I was running the Cleveland Browns organization, I would take Deshaun Watson over Baker Mayfield. But that is really not the question, folks. It's not. My issue with it is the Cleveland Browns organization, the owner of the Cleveland Browns, saying, he didn't say we're looking for a fresh start. this isn't working. We need a new leader. He didn't say none of that stuff. All he said was, we're looking for an adult. And I'm going to be 100% real and 100% fair. If you're looking for a adult, you're basically implying you're looking for someone who can make the right decisions on and off the field, right? You're looking for an adult, right? A grown-up. You're basically implying that anybody is better than Baker Mayfield. You just want an adult running your team. Because let's just face it, the quarterback is the CEO of the football team. And I understand why would you say that. But you leave yourself scratching your head going like, you're looking for an adult, but you're going to take Deshaun Watson. And for the past couple of years, Deshaun Watson hasn't made adult type decisions, even though he's been exonerated from a criminal case. Still, he has, I believe, is it up to 22 now, of women who is going to sue him for his behavior, allegedly. I can understand if it was one or two, maybe three, I would say, it sounds like a witch hunt to me. I think Deshaun Watson didn't do anything wrong, but 22 women are filing sexual accusations or, workplace sexual assault. That's basically what it was. It happened in the workplace of their workplace. And he still has an uphill battle dealing with that. Ultimately, he's going to do what I recommend him to do in the first place. He's going to have to pay these women off. 22 women. You'll be in court, and they're all individual cases. They're not going to be tried separately. I feel like a few of them are packaged in, but you're not going to try this case with all 22 women. I think something is going to needs to be resolved. You're going to end up paying them off. Time you pay for your lawyers, you're going to end up paying them off. You already lost endorsements. You're already losing money. So I can understand on a talent level, Deshaun Watson is a better quarterback. Stevie Wonder can see this. Deshaun Watson is a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield. You got me. If I was a Baker Mayfield fan, even the hardcore Baker Mayfield fans out there would say, yeah, you got us. You got me. Deshaun Watson is a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield. But when you say you're looking for an adult, you're basically implying, I don't care who's the quarterback. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why Deshaun Watson said thanks, but no thanks. Not to mention the fact, the business moves that organization has done, the type of talent they have cut, the constant merry-go-round of replacement coaches. They haven't had a coach who can last longer than 5 years. That's how bad it is for the Cleveland Browns. They've been recycling coaches like strippers at a strip club. It's bad, folks. It's real bad. And it's going to get worse for the Cleveland Browns because any potential free agencies are not going to join the Cleveland Browns because it's a dysfunction of an organization. And it stinks from the bottom to the top. Yes, Baker Mayfield deserves a slice in this blame pie, but holds up. Wait a minute. The ownership owns a slice of. Come on over here and take a slice of some of this blame pie yourself. I'm not going to blame the coach because the coach wasn't technically there the whole time when they was making all of these decisions that did not benefit the team. Obviously, they need they done changed general managers, they done fired coaches. I mean, you can't fire the owner. And I feel like even when Baker Mayfield moves on, they still ain't gonna get it right. What decision or move you can recommend to say that the Cleveland Browns, when they get rid of Baker Mayfield, sky's the limit for them? They're going to be in the playoffs, and I say it about the next 2 to 3 years. Sky's the limit. Look at all of the players they have signed thus far. Look at them. All they need is a quarterback, similar to what the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos have structured that team from top to bottom. All they need is a quarterback, and they got Russell Wilson. That's all they need. The LA Rams have constructed that team. All they need is a quarterback. They traded for Matt Stafford, won a Super Bowl. All they need is a quarterback. The Denver Broncos, all they need is a quarterback. They made the right moves and the right decisions and the right signings. All they need is a quarterback. Can you say the same thing to the Cleveland Browns? Yeah, all they need is a quarterback, man. And hey, the sky's the limit for those guys. Hell, the 49ers, they have been drafting pretty well for that organization. And they're going into the playoffs, deep into playoffs. And the glaring weakness for the 49ers is a quarterback. But still, they find success. So, do you see anything with the Cleveland Browns that would recommend you to think that they're going to win the playoffs without Baker Mayfield? Nah. I just don't see it, folks. Not to say Baker Mayfield is the end all and be all, but Baker Mayfield is a lot better decision for the Cleveland Browns than what they have in front of them. Folks, it's not like they can get Russell Wilson. They can't even get Deshaun Watson. Folks, it's not like they can get Aaron Rodgers because, hell, Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to go to the Cleveland Browns. Despite all his issues with the Packers, he would rather sign an extension with the Packers than a fresh new start, get to run the organization the way he wants to run the organization, and take his talents to Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns are going to suck for many years, and it's going to be a while. But the Texans need a quarterback. You mean to tell me the Texans wouldn't package a bunch of number ones for Baker Mayfield? The Tennessee Titans are looking for a quarterback. You mean to tell me they wouldn't package some number one picks, maybe a player or two for Baker Mayfield? Hell, we can go into what-if scenarios. What if Baker Mayfield goes to the Rams? They already got them a receiver. They got a pretty nice squad over there. They have They have a bunch of question marks and concerns about their own quarterback. You mean to tell me they wouldn't swap quarterbacks like wife swap? You remember that TV show on ABC, Wife Swap, where your significant other goes to another house and be that guy's wife, and you get his wife, and you just roll the dice and see how this works. I mean, literally, they're not there forever. They're just only there for a couple of weeks. But you get my point. You get my drift. Baker Mayfield has a better future. Baker Mayfield if he gets traded to the right team, Baker Mayfield has the abilities and have shown that he can take a team to the playoffs if you got the right players around him. If you got a defense that won't break but bends a little bit a time or two, Baker Mayfield can take a team to the playoffs. And people are going to say, well, how you figure that? Take the Cleveland Browns to the playoffs last year. He took the Cleveland Browns to the playoffs last year, folks. Remember that? That same playoffs, they won a playoff game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Anyone remember that? No, it's like, what, last year? A lot of things happened last year. So Baker Mayfield has proven he can take a team to the playoffs. Well, what have the Cleveland Browns have done in 10 years, before Baker Mayfield? How many playoffs they were going before Baker Mayfield? Ask yourself that question. If the Cleveland Browns have been this well-oiled machine, then they should have been already taking teams to the playoffs. They should have a system in place. They done went through several GMs. They went through 2 owners, a multitude of coaches, and God, oh my God, I stopped counting at 6 on how many quarterbacks were the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns before Baker Mayfield. You don't think that trend is going to happen once they trade Baker Mayfield? And that's one of the reasons why they're not going to trade Baker Mayfield, because there are no better options. So now, what became a personal decision, now when Deshaun Watson says thanks but no thanks, you have to ask yourself and say to yourself, by not trading Baker Mayfield, is that a business move? Is that a football decision? It's a football decision. If you say it's a football decision, then basically what you're implying that you have your adult running your football team. Now I know, look, Baker Mayfield doesn't ooze the confidence out of me as being a responsible adult. I get it. He has done a lot of antics and said a lot of things that scratch your head, is unexcusable. He does needs to tighten up on that. But Baker Mayfield is what, 25, 26? Who's to say he gets better with time as far as growing up, becoming an adult? He has the talent. Yes. Does he sometimes, sometimes he doesn't say the right things or do the right things? Yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes, does he act immature? Yes, I agree with you. But do the Cleveland Browns got a better option than Baker Mayfield? No, they don't. They don't. There's no quarterback in the NFL that says, you know what? With that organization and with that coach and what they have on the field, I could possibly make a run to go to Cleveland and take them to the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers is fighting with his team. You know what Aaron Rodgers did? Signed an extension with the same team he had issues with. Well, now Russell Wilson, he got his wish. He's up out of Seattle. He's out of the Seattle Seahawks, but it was a come up. He went from the Seattle Seahawks to the Denver Broncos that have been making the right decisions as far as personnel, as far as head coach, as far as ownership, as far as the front office. They have made the right decisions. And all they needed was a quarterback. They got themselves a quarterback. Those two individuals never once said to the media or said to their person, to their agents or whatever, you know what? I can do some extraordinary things with the Cleveland Browns. Those guys were linked to as possible being, as far as possibly moving on and going to other teams. You heard teams such as you have the Denver Broncos, the Carolina Panthers, the New Orleans Saints. Some would argue before they signed Dak Prescott over there with the Dallas Cowboys, there were scenarios where if Dak Prescott leaves the Dallas Cowboys, they were willing to either trade him to that team or make an offer to get an Aaron Rodgers or a Russell Wilson. During that whole time, you never once heard either of those quarterbacks say, you know what? I think I can do something with the Cleveland Browns. Well, that's all I got. All I can say is, before I end it, is this is going to end horribly. They're, at the end of the day, the Cleveland Browns have nothing in front of them that can say, okay, we can't. All the best quarterbacks are off the board. Doesn't look like a very good quarterback class this up and coming in NFL draft. Free agency goes, not many options that way either. So we're gonna have to kiss and make up and talk to the quarterback. We said, quote, we need an adult at the quarterback position. We're gonna have to make an about face and, apologize somewhat. Will's going to trade Baker Mayfield, who we said is not an adult, and we're going to trade him for Deshaun Watson, who really hasn't made the adult decisions and made the right decisions. He found himself in some sticky water with those women. Yes, Deshaun Watson is a better talented quarterback than Baker Mayfield. You got me on that. Okay? But when you say, quote, on social media and to the media members, you're looking for an adult, that decision does not ooze with talent as far as you're looking for an adult. Now, if you're telling me you're getting Deshaun Watson, that's a huge upgrade for the Cleveland Browns. Huge. Because you're looking at his overall talent. He's a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield. I get you. I give it to you on that. But you're basically making that decision on you're looking for an adult. No, that does not fly well. And now Deshaun Watson has moved on. You're off the running list, and he's choosing to with either the Saints or the Atlanta Falcons. I'm telling you, folks. I'm telling you, gang. He's going to the ATL. He's got ATL all on his face. He's an ATL quarterback. All right. They're going to do some extraordinary things with Deshaun Watson. All I can say is, what is the Cleveland Browns going to do? Because in the draft, this draft is not enriched with talented quarterbacks that you can just start all over with. In free agency, you just got the leftovers. Hell, even walk it to him went to the Washington Commandos. So in free agency, you're not going to be able to do better than what you have, which is Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is requesting a trade from your organization. You literally said on social media that you're looking for an adult, meaning you have no problems of exercising that because you wanted to trade him anyway. You don't like him. He doesn't like you. A trade would benefit both of you guys. And starting all over, new fresh start, makes perfect sense for the Cleveland Browns organization and for Baker Mayfield. But now you're stuck like Chuck and you have nobody. You're like the woman at the altar where she looks good, but why isn't she married? Looks isn't everything. And that's what the Cleveland Browns are. And Cleveland Browns look like a worser. Can you say worser? Is that a word? A worser bride. She doesn't even look good. She doesn't have any outstanding qualities that you can say, yeah, I'm married. I'm married into that because of this. I'm married into that because of that. The Cleveland Browns are stuck like Chuck. They have nobody for their quarterback. Nobody. Yes, they're declining as far as trading Baker Mayfield to another team because they have no choice because they have no one. And that makes you even look real bad to pending free agents or a quarterback that's probably not too happy with their organization right now. And when they hear this news, wait a minute, you're still gonna keep him after you just roasted him on social media and to the media saying you're looking for an adult, and after Deshaun Watson says thanks but no thanks, you have nobody to replace him. Now all of a sudden you're gonna do an about face and stay hard. Well, we're not going to trade Baker Mayfield. Think about the past 12 hours, how bad this organization looks in public opinion, credibility, and for free agents, not only for this year, but for next year too. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure there's going to be several quarterbacks that are not too happy with their organizations right now. And they're saying, you know what, I should go somewhere else. And guess who's not going to be on that list? Cleveland. Is Baker Mayfield had Baker Mayfield made decisions on and off the field, made the wrong decisions on and off the field? Yes. Are there better quarterbacks that are more talented than Baker Mayfield? Yes. Would you just consider just trading him anyway? Yes. But the Cleveland Browns organization, what have they done right for the past 5 years other than drafting? They were in position basically to get Baker Mayfield. They haven't done diddly squat in 5, 10, 50. The last time the Cleveland Browns were great was a running back y'all probably know, Jim Brown. Bernie Kosar had moments. But that's it. And this is their third owner, fourth owner. This is their fifth, sixth coach since the era of Baker Mayfield. I'm okay, maybe not six. It's more than two. You know, if you gotten two, if you got a coach and then you had to fire that coach and then you replace them with another coach, okay, that's a pass. We'll just give you a pass. But the Cleveland Browns have had more than two coaches since the Baker Mayfield era. And it doesn't look good when you talk about their future. It does not look good. What key decisions and key signings you see on that roster that would make you think that they're going in the right direction? What they're basically doing, folks, is they're going to start all over anyway. Even with the decisions they have made, they just burnt their opportunity to be something special. So that's all I got for today. Guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy. I will see you guys on the next Just My Opinion. I don't think I'm going to come out with another episode until sometime next week. Anyway, I'm up out of here. Deuces. Deuces.